day, ladies and gentlemen. Rare Banana over on PulseChain, the home of pTGC and the chain of pTGC and UFO, the greatest currencies. Starting a little bit early today. I've got to make another a small task to do in town, out of the norm. So I'm giving myself a little extra time. So it is what it is. If you landed on this on YouTube, we're going to be talking about the cryptocurrency assets, pTGC and UFO, both going into their first cycle, a chain that's going into its first cycle. And most everyone over here is extremely optimistic that we are going to have an incredible cycle whenever it happens. And these two assets are an index, as we're going to talk about. They're an index token of the best assets on the chain. There's many famous people and famous people even currently, in the past and currently, that recommend financially advise holding an index, because an index is like you can hold one asset that represents several or many. Okay, and that's what pTGC and UFO are. Is they're one asset that represent many, and they're technology that has never been done before in any crypto on any chain. So yeah, they're incredible, and there's so much to learn about them that, like, I've been in the ecosystem over 2 years, and I'm not a galaxy brain by any stretch of the imagination. That's probably one reason why I don't understand them all. But I don't know that anybody, except for perhaps the founder and a couple other guys, that understand like pretty much everything about them. There's a lot to pTGC and UFO. Good afternoon, Moon. We'll see how many people show up today. Just had a new launch, a new Richard Hart asset launch on PulseChain yesterday. And UFO and pTGC have been launching with PulseChain right now. So let's have a look at it. But then we're going to go straight back into the topic, which is we're going to do this stream in the same format we've done in the past for the past week. We're going to talk about what these assets are and how you can leverage them for gains. And that's going to be section 1. And then section 2 is my commercial break. We're going to talk about some things that you should be aware of. And then section 3 will be what can these assets do, how can they perform. Music is very loud. I'm not supposed to be thinking. Glad you said something. I'm so glad you said something. My volume was low on my speakers. And so there, that should be much better. And you should be able to hear me clearly. You weren't supposed to be able to hear that. I apologize, guys. Thank you, Moon Mutt, for saying something. It's always embarrassing when you mess up. I literally couldn't hear it. But no excuses. No excuses. Is the music gone? I think it's gone. Let's have a look at this. Let me drop this down. Let's have a look at these assets. Where are they? I got to pull up the correct screen. Let me get a refresh on this. Bear with me, guys. How many viewers did we drop? We're back up to 12. Yeah, man. That's one thing, guys. If you're ever on my streams and you see me doing something stupid, just let me know. Let me know. I'm only one guy over here. It's like I tell my wife, I'm only one guy with 2 eyeballs and a brain. Man, talk, Jeff. Good evening. Good to see you. Good to see you, man. 10 million pTGC good investment. Yeah, man. Any millions of pTGC is a good investment in my estimation. Yeah, man. If you could do 10 million, dude. Not financial advice, but hey, man, give her a shot. Hey, 10 million is 3 squids. 3 squids. What was 3 squids of hex at the top, at the cycle top? That was something, baby. Let's have a look at this. Really good volume today. Well, relative to where we have. I mean, we're up 78% on the 7-day average. We've added 6 new holders. But let's look at this. That's not what we're here for. We are here to look at the new. You can separate this by RH cores, and we have a new one. This is the new RH core. It's not even a day old, guys. It's not even 1 day old. The pTGC ProveX pair right here, $7,000 of volume, rivaling the eHex and Inc volume, and almost, and more than half of the other hex pair. I guess that would be the pHex pair. $14,400 in liquidity. And then if you switch over to UFO, you can see that pair also, because we have a pairing with UFO, $11,000 in volume. Really good. Let's see if we can sort this. Oh, it's not sorting. It's not sorting. Well, it's sort of not sorting. I'm kidding. That's a good volume based on liquidity. That's almost 50. Yeah, that's 0.47% of the volume to liquidity. And then on the pTGC, again, it's 0.5. Yeah, 50%. Well, why is that? Because it just launched today. Literally just, it launched yesterday. So the volatility is really good right now, and we're all earning some tremendous rewards. Thank you to the Dow. Thank you, pTGC Dow, for putting all that together. Because we are earning, like, if you hold pTGC and UFO, you are earning tokens from that volume on the ProveX on the ProveX pair. Make sure we're all caught up. Okay, we're going into step one. So remember step one, what these are and how you can leverage them to make gains, commercial break, and how they can perform. These two tokens, pTGC and UFO, are deflationary, either fixed supply, deflationary assets on PulseChain. Never been done before technology, which is what the AMM bots. We'll get into that. They're deflationary. pTGC has burned 13% of its supply in the 2+ years that it has been out. UFO has burned, I think, 7%. And we have access to all that information. There's just so much information that we have access to. I can't recall it all, and we're not going to go dig it up. This is what we do here is pretty much a skim the surface, pretty much. But you're going to you should walk away with enough know-how that you should know what to do with your bags and whether or not you would like to take a position if you don't have one yet. And if you have any questions, please drop them in the chat. That's what I'm here for. I am here. This is an onboarding stream. So drop your questions in the chat. They're deflationary. So as supply decreases, the value increases. That's how it works. If like I hold dollars, if our dollar supply in the United States was decreasing, well, it would, the value of those dollars would increase. Unfortunately, that's not how it works in the fiat system. I got to close a window because it's a little bright on my face. We talked about they're an index of the best assets on the chain, the most promising assets, which are the Richard Hart core assets, Hex, Pulse, PulseX, Inc., ProveX, and others. So that when those assets have volume going through their pairs, and when those assets rise, we benefit, the Gray's currencies holders. pTGC's LP, its liquidity is burned. It's burned. Most of it, the majority of it is. And what does that mean? It's, hey, Walter, that liquidity is accessible to, how do you put it? To transact with, but we cannot pull that liquidity. It's like I've got my dollars right in this wallet right here, and I'm glad I have some dollars here. So I have these dollars in a wallet, and I can transact with them, but I literally cannot. Because you have burn liquidity, that means that you literally cannot make them all go away. It's like the money stays in here. It's like this magic money wallet that you can transact with this money, but it never goes away. It's burned liquidity. Nobody can pull it. Nobody can take it into their wallet and exit the chain. It's impossible. It goes to the burn address. The LP goes to the burn address. The tokens go to the burn address, and they're unrecoverable. Both of these, pTGC's LP is burned. UFO's LP is user provided. So users that hold UFO and maybe an RH ticker, they can pair those assets and LP them. And when they LP them, they earn PLS. We'll get into that. But basically, pTGC's LP is mostly burned. UFOs is user provided. That's how it works. We have what else we have over here? We have a public founder. He didn't show his face, but he is extremely available. He's in Telegram. He does 2 Telegram voice chats a week where he would love for you to come in and ask questions. And he and I do 2 spaces every week. On Monday, tomorrow night, we'll be doing the spaces. And then Saturday, we do spaces. And then he also does interviews. Did 2 interviews this week. He is extremely reachable, extremely gentle. He's a great diffuser of situations. And he is very much has his finger on the pulse of the Grays Currencies ecosystem. And I can look you straight in the face and I can tell you, he is interested in your success in the Grays Currencies. He's one of those guys that you could lend him your car and he would bring it back the next day, gassed up and washed. He's just one of those guys. Public founder, flawless code, both of these things been operating for 2 years. They were both audited before they were launched, but now they've been operating for 2 years, which is the best audit. We have thick liquidity, guys. pTGC's liquidity. Let's have a look at it. I'm going to just get my eyes on it. $3 million. $3 million of liquidity. The WPLS pool alone is $614,000. UFO's liquidity, it's more. Nope, it's not quite more. 2.4 million. Okay, it's a little bit less. UFO been having a hard time. Don't underestimate it. So, flawless code, thick liquidity. pTGC has a DAO, which is a decentralized autonomous organization. Like, it's truly decentralized. It's not just somebody's marketing wallet. At the top, everybody that's a staker can vote on DAO proposals. The top 100 stakers can make proposals. Don't you know that they're always going to make a proposal that is going to be beneficial to the system? Guess what they're always doing? They're burning tokens, almost always burning tokens. And now that we had ProveX, they had to be like, well, let's bond with ProveX. So there was a DAO proposal for that. And everything that is done, to my knowledge, everything is done in that. I'm not involved in the DAO a lot. Everything is done in the Grays Currencies ecosystem is pretty much done at the helm of the DAO, which is the top 100 stakers. Then they want to maximize their position, right? So they're always going to do something that's going to benefit the system. There are fees. These assets do have fees. They're called every time you transact with them, there's a fee, and it's called a fee on. These are fee on transaction tokens. Let me get to the question here, and we'll come back to the fees. One Daffy, my question is how many more pTGC I get from 10 million pTGC? And another question is the ProveX can pull down or PulseChain and pTGC price go down? That is a great question. I'm going to star Daffy. I'm going to star your question. And when we get to the third section, what can these assets do? I can show you what 10 million pTGC can do. Can you hang around that long? It's going to be at least an hour, I bet. But your other question is, can ProveX pull down? Not much, because look, pTGC, for example, I'm going to start this message. pTGC, its bonding with ProveX is like $10,000. Its overall liquidity is $3 million. So ProveX at this point couldn't really hurt pTGC very much if ProveX were to, for some weird reason, fail, for example. And I'm guessing that we have not burned the LP with ProveX yet. I imagine we're going to keep that liquid for some time. And So let me know if you can hang out, and we will get to your other question toward the end. If I stake pTGC, do I earn pTGC? You absolutely do. If you stake, listen, that's a great question. we're getting ahead of ourselves, but you can hold pTGC to earn pTGC, and then you can stake it. If you stake it, you earn 160% more than just holding it. And you continue to earn your holding rewards too. And you can go another step further and you can lock it, which we're going to get into here in just a little bit. pTGC made over $5,000 in fees over the last 24 hours. Is that right? 5? Yeah. I mean, I think so. I should know. We just looked at it. It's on ptgc-ufo.com. Let's see. Let's look at that ProveX pair. Yeah, 7. Oh, wait a second. Not in fees, pTGC Maxi. It made $7,000 in volume, which would be 7,072. Maybe everything's changing so quickly that it's possible. I am absolutely right. It looks to me like about $360 to $400 in the last 24 hours. That would be a big difference. I hope you're right though. $5,000 in fees, but the volume is 72 whatever. So yeah, I don't think it's $5,000 in fees. Let's see here. What else do we got? I'm trying to go through this quickly. So the fees. Let's get back on the fees. And pTGC Maxi, if I'm off on that because I'm streaming, my brain ain't working exactly right. When I'm streaming, there's stuff that's I'm gonna miss. Let me know. Okay. Let's talk about the fees. Each asset has a fee. pTGC is 5%. UFO is 6%. Let's talk about where they go. And by the way, don't shut me down just because there's a fee involved. Okay. Because if 5 or 6% fee will prevent you from gaining access to these potentially life-changing gains in these two assets, then I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. But we're here for multiples, not small fees, if you catch me. Okay. Like say, for example, you buy pTGC and you paid the 5% fee. And then pTGC goes on and done a 10x. You think you're going to care about the 5% fee? Probably not. So this is how it's broken down. Let's just show you. I'm going to show you where the fee goes. Hold on one second. I learned something this week, guys. Look at this. All right. So here's where the fee goes. In the last 7 days, this is where it goes. It goes 5 different places. This is just a total of the holding and staking, this right here. So part of it goes to the DAO, 2%. 0.5% adds LP, 0.5% buys and burns tokens, 1% goes to holders, 1% goes to stakers. And here's the total for holders and stakers. That's where the fees go for pTGC. And not to be outdone by UFO, UFO, its fee goes to holders. That'll be 1%, 1%, and 3% for UFO. 3% goes to LP providers. 1% burns UFO, and 1% burns pTGC, and that's where the UFO fees get distributed to. UFOs is a 6%. pTGCs is a 5%. Be careful because the fee is on every buy, sell, and transfer. So buy them from a wallet that you want to keep them on when you buy these assets. If you buy them on the D app, go ptgc.com. The slippage is already set for you. So, and use somebody's referral link like mine. Use my referral link if you go buy them on go ptgc.com. And I thank you very much. That's pretty much it for the fees, except pTGC's fees are a little special. They're special. Why? Well, you've got this fee goes 6 different directions. I hope I'm right on that. 6 different directions. 5% fee that goes 6 different directions. Holders, 1%. Stakers, 1%. DAO, 2%. Burn tokens, 0.5%. And LP with the WPLS pair, 0.5%. Yeah, 6 directions. Did you notice that 3% stays in the system? That's what goes to the DAO. And what is burning tokens, the total, the 0.5% plus 0.5%. only 2% is paid to holders. So you have effectively 20% of this 5% fee, 20% of it that stays in the system. So the system, with every single buy, sell, and transfer, the system is constantly being strengthened. This is a forever up token. I mean, if everybody sold their bags and PulseChain had any level of success, pTGC would continue to operate, deflating, adding LP, and all that stuff. There wouldn't be any holders if everybody sold, right? But that's how it works. pTGC is a forever going up token. We've got wind blowing through the room here, and it's making the door go wah, wah, wah. So that's what is special about the pTGC fee. UFO's fee is not so special. It's just a 6% fee, but we'll get it more into the UFO fee. We'll get more into UFO. This is how it works, guys. Between pTGC and UFO, pTGC came out first. It gets all the love. It has more moving parts. The UFO really wakes up when PulseChain comes alive, and I think UFO is going to rear its ugly head, its beautiful head, one day. It already has in the past, and it's going to again. pTGC is the tip of the spear. UFO is the shaft. Watch out for that shaft, boy. The shaft is what drives the spear. So what do I love about pTGC? What drew me into it was, hello, wannabe, was the AMM bots. Have you guys read Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad, Poor Dad? It's a classic business book. You should read it. Borrow it don't buy it though. Borrow it from your library and put the $10 you would have spent on the book into pTGC. In that book, Robert Kiyosaki teaches about passive income, like income you don't need to work for. It's called passive income, mailbox money. Like you don't got to do nothing for it. You don't go to work for it. You don't got to pay for it. It just comes in. It's passive income. Man, he highlights in that book how the difference between rich people and the middle class and poor. The rich people buy assets like pTGC and UFO, and assets that pay them continually. The middle class and the poor, what do they buy? Jet skis, RVs, cars, boats, motorcycles, things that take money out of their pocket that don't pay them anything passively. And I read that book one time is all it took for me to understand the concept of I need to have things in my life that pay me passively. And cryptos, and I got a hold of crypto. I was like, man, this is cool stuff. But when I discovered like Hex was cool, pTGC was even more cool, especially because it pays you every single day, and your APY, what it pays you, is available every single day. And one of the drivers of that APY is these little things called automated market maker bots, the AMM bots, which have to pay the fee. And this is how it works on PulseChain and on Ethereum EVM chains. You've got all these different liquidity pairs, like you've got pTGC Hex, pTGC Inc., pTGC ProveX. And whenever somebody buys, for example, out of the pTGC ProveX pair and changes the price on that pair, all the other pairs are out of alignment, right? Well, the AMM bots need to go through and fix all of those pairs. So they set to work right away when somebody messes up the price, and they go in to clean it up. And when they do that, as long as they can pay the 5% fee and make a little bit of money on top of that, they're gonna balance that pair. And when they do that, they're paying that 5% fee, which goes all the 6 different directions that we just outlined. That's cool. And that's mailbox money on steroids, the AMM bots, working for you and I 24/7. We don't got to pay taxes on them. We don't got to put them up in housing. We don't got to change their tires. None of that. There's zero overhead in pTGC. And the AMM bots are a key factor in that. And we estimate that the AMM bots contribute 50 to maybe even 90% I would say upwards of even 90% of the volume in the Grays Currencies ecosystem. I think it's sometimes there's volume and there's like no buy bot notifications in the Telegram. You're just like, where's this volume coming from? Nobody's buying. Well, it's those AMM bots. People are buying on other pairs and the bots are paying us. So, but then when people get involved, it just increases the volume. And then it also increases the AMM bots job too. So they can't get they will always be employed on PulseChain, always paying you and me passively. And here's another thing that I'm going to talk to you about. And this is a alien tech, but I need to get a drink of water first. So if I stake pTGC, I receive pTGC for staking. Yes. Every asset that every APY token that you earn in pTGC is going to be pTGC. Now, UFO, if you hold UFO, you earn UFO. If you LP it, you will earn PLS. So if I stake pTGC, yes, you will receive pTGC, but pTGC stays on my wallet and I receive for holding pTGC too, right? So double pay, yes. And I'll get there's a little thing in there that that you need to understand that I'll help you understand when we go into the mechanics of how this works here in just a couple more. I have a couple more points, but yes. And then if you lock, you will earn locking rewards. And if you refer people, you will earn a fourth different way. Okay. But you're catching on, wannabe. Keep asking your questions. Now, in pTGC, we already talked about that. Hold on. Yeah, we talked about that. We got 17,000 plus wallets, and we're trying to get to 20,000. It's my goal to be to 20,000. pTGC is the golden goose of crypto. Like, if you think about it, it pays you passively. So you got this golden goose that's laying golden eggs every single day. And then if you can wrap your lifestyle around these golden eggs, then you never have to slaughter the goose. What's that mean? You get to keep the goose forever and it'll always produce you golden eggs. That's my goal. I don't ever want to slaughter my golden goose. You can, and like I said, you can earn APY 4 different ways: for holding, staking, locking, and telling other people about pTGC and having them buy pTGC with your referral link, which I will show to you. I think I'm not gonna. It's on the dot. We're not gonna spend time on that. It's on the DApp. How can you earn? Okay, now it's time to do the DApp, which is goptgc.com. You guys still with me? How many people we got here? 16. All right, let's do it. Oh man, I did not. All right, I went through the same thing last time. I am going to give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to open up. I'm going to get a wallet connected. Hold on. I'm a big fan of Internet Money Wallet, except for our D app has not been working with it lately. So I'm going to switch over to Rabby, even though I want to, I'm forcing myself to use Internet Money. I literally am. I don't think that's the correct password for this right here. Hold on a second, guys. You guys hanging tough? I'm just getting into my Rabby wallet. Okay. And then we're going to do this wallet here. Hold on. And then we're going to connect. So I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to take a chance here and should be able to connect my, I'm showing you so that you guys can see what I'm doing here. Like if it doesn't connect right away, hit refresh. And then I think I will be able to connect. And just, even though I'm connecting to Rabby, I'm still I'm going to click on MetaMask and then just sign it. I think I need to actually have the wallet connected. Yeah, I'm going to, bear with me, guys. Okay. I gotta do this here. I don't do that. Hold on, guys. We're gonna get into the D app. I'm gonna show you all the inner workings of the D app. It makes it sound way more complicated than what we're actually gonna do. But okay, I think I'm connected. Yeah. All right, here we go. All right. So we're connected to the wallet. So what we're going to do is we're going to, I'm not going to go through all of these tabs. I mean, there's statistics and there's shopping. You can buy Gray's gear and you can look at the Dow, but for now, we're just going to go to the staking tab. And, oh, you know what? Let's go straight to Wannabe. Was it Wannabe? Who's that gentleman? Oldify. Are you still here, man? Because look, let's answer this question right now. There's 10 million holding because he wanted to know how many more pTGC I get from 10 million pTGC. Let's assume you're going to stake it also. And this is to the benefit of everybody. Now, if your daily volume was $1 million, and then over the course of a year, at this current price, you would earn 2.2 million pTGC. Okay, does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. But the thing of it is, like, that's at today's price, $297. As price goes up, every token that you earn today is going to increase in value. And what we've seen is that as price goes up, volume increases. So we earn more tokens. Here's a funny thing. As price goes up, you earn the same value in fewer tokens. As price comes down, you earn more tokens, fewer value, less value. It's kind of a weird thing how that works, but it's all apples to apples. What am I trying to say? If you earn, like, let's say you earn 1,000 tokens today in yield. Let's say you earned 1,000 tokens today because the price was super low, and then we did like 1,000x, and by the end of this year, and each of those tokens is now worth $1. Well, then you just earned $1,000 today, but you had to wait for those tokens to appreciate. So, like, if you took your yield every single day and cashed it out, you would probably be disappointed because as you kind of want to wait for price to go up. That's what I'm doing. So there's that, but let's get over to the D app. This is where you're going to stake and lock your tokens. I'm going to do a little bit of math here. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Hold on. Interesting. Okay. Sorry. I was going down a bunny trail because there was something that I was interested in knowing. Oh, look, somebody unlocked 15.3. Cool. Somebody unlocked. pTGC UFO to the moon. Wannabe says, yeah, it makes sense. So in UFO, I'm going to hold on a second. I'm going to get this up here. We'll come back to the DApp real quick. So in UFO, only holding rewards. The 6% taxes for burning and LP. Okay, hold up. Let me break down this question. The 6% taxes for burning. Yeah, it burns pTGC. It burns UFO. It doesn't add LP, but it does pay LP rewards to holders. That's another 3%. And then the other 1% is for reducing the UFO supply. And yes, the people that provide LP earn rewards and PLS. And we're going to get to that. And just as soon as we're done with the pTGC section, we're going to go straight over to UFO, and I'll talk to you about UFO shares, which are pretty special. So give me just a minute. So you can earn pTGC 3 ways: holding, staking, and locking. and you can see it all on this screen. So if you see, this is an experimental wallet right here. It's got 1 million pTGC in there, staked and locked. You have to be staked in order to make locks. And we'll get into locking here in just a little bit. Oh, there might have been, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing there. I think I'm claiming those rewards every month. Yeah. So sorry, I'm just talking to myself, guys. Put up with me. But there's 1,280 pTGC being held in this wallet. Why? Because it has earned reflections, and you can see those reflections right here. Okay, 280. Now I need to explain something. So that 280, that's since the turn of the month. I reset this wallet every turn of the month. So those are from reflections. The reflections go straight to your wallet. The locking rewards, the staking and locking rewards. See this staking rewards right here? See how, and this is all reset at the turn of the month. See how you're getting more from staking than just holding? Okay. And then locking was like 15. The APY for locking is not very juicy right now. We'll get into that. But you can stake this 280 because it's liquid in your wallet. But in order to get this into your wallet, this 426, it's in the contract. You need to claim it. So you click the claim stake reward, and then these tokens here will go to your wallet, and then they start earning reflections. Does that make sense? So you want all your tokens in your wallet. That's what I want. I want all my tokens in my wallet earning reflections, because there's value. Every single token to me, I look at as worth $1. So I want all of my value working for me. So I claim my tokens. Well, I've been doing it about once a month, is what I've been doing. So reflections go straight to your, and they add to your principal, and they start earning reflections. Staking rewards sit in the contract until you claim them, and then they go to your wallet and start earning reflections. And then your locking rewards, same thing. You claim them, they go to your wallet, and they start earning reflections. But you got to claim them. About once a week is probably the sweet spot for claiming. Now, there's no time commitment for staking. You can stake today and unstake tomorrow. Just know you're going to pay 1% of your principal, which goes to all the other stakers. So if you're a staker, you earn from everybody that ends their stake, which is pretty cool. So you need to be aware of that before you stake your tokens. We estimate the ROI time on your staking fee to be about, 1 to 2, 3 months, something like that. It all depends on price, your price, your entry price, and what price you're exiting at, and then also volume. How many tokens did you earn from that stake? How much value did you earn? So you can earn from holding, staking. What else? Oh, you can have one stake per wallet, and you can continue to add to it. That's another beauty of this system. So you can claim your APY anytime, and you can do anything you want with it. It's all value that's backed by LP. It's been backed by transactions, because every single reward came into the system because of a transaction. So, what else about staking? One stake per wallet. You can continually add to it. There's no time limits on them. Now, locking is a different animal. Hey, Dickie, how's it going, man? Let me get to these questions, and then, or this one question, and then we'll go to locking. Blue Diesel. If I stake and or lock my pTGC and UFO, will it still show on my Coinly app? Yes. I use Coinly to track P&L, portfolio balance, taxes, etc. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. This is one of the things, is that staked tokens, like you maintain custody of your staked and locked tokens. Okay. So yeah, they're gonna be reflected in your wallet. That's how it works. You're gonna see them in your wallet, even though they're staked, which confuses a lot of people. Why the APY for locking is lower than staking? That's a good question, Wannabe. I love your questions. It's because, like, when the staking the staking and holding rewards come from transaction volume on the network, like people buying and selling and moving tokens, and then those AMM bots that are doing the same thing. So there's a lot of volume that way, right? But the locking rewards are completely dependent on you or I unlocking our tokens, because the only time you're going to get paid for locking is when somebody unlocks their tokens. And right now, people aren't unlocking their tokens. They're like, nuh-uh, I ain't unlocking this stuff. I'm waiting for price to go up. And I think that when price do go up, people are going to be unlocking it. We've seen it in the past. And let's just segue to something that's really sweet about locking is that, and I'm glad you brought this up, Wannabe, because, we all see that we saw that 15 in there. We're like, here, let's show it again. Like, look, man, I earned 426 pTGC from staking, and I earned 280 for holding, but I only earned 15. I only earned 15 this month for locking so far. Well, the thing of it is that, like I said, we suppose that unlocking will happen. Unlocking before the locks are mature is going to happen a lot as we go up a cycle. We think that, and we've seen it. And the thing of it is the contract, like by the time, okay, this is a 1 million pTGC stake and lock. Okay. By the time pTGC be $1, and I do think we go in there, I know that's a 10,000x. By the time, and it may not be this cycle, okay. By the time pTGC is up there, your reflections and your staking rewards are going to be way less than 426 and 280. You're going to be getting fractions of a pTGC. Yeah, I think you could just do the math. 426 divided by 10,000. Does that make sense? I mean, am I making sense? That would be 4.04. You'd be getting 0.04 of a pTGC. I hope I'm making sense. I don't have time right now to think it through. If you guys got a leg up on that thought process, let me know. 0.04 pTGC on a day like this, or 15. Which would you rather? I'll take the 15, thank you. Because 15 divided by 0.04 is 375 times more value in that locking rewards. So the thing of it is, let me just boil it down to brass tacks. As price goes up, you're going to receive the same value, but in fewer tokens. But in locking terms, you're going to receive the same number of tokens in greater value, but greater in value. So, I mean, it all depends on your position of that locking rewards pool. Like if you earn 1,000, if you would earn 1,000 tokens for somebody's unlock, the contract don't care. The system doesn't care whether those tokens are worth 0.0004 or $4. It don't matter. You're going to get your 1,000 tokens for locking. That's the genius of the locking system, and why Prairie Banana is mega bullish on locking. And I'm 96+% locked, maxed out, man. Noob questions. No, dude, no. I love your questions. No, this is good stuff, because a lot of the things that you're asking is like things that I need to bring up in this presentation. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Yeah, thank you so much, man. Okay, so that's staking, and we're gonna get to locking. So locking is something like staking is 1% of your principal. I mean, if you can think past a month, pretty much you can just stake your tokens. Yeah, like I stake from day one, man. Now locking, I staked from week one, but I got a little aggressive on it. Locking is something that, in my opinion, you need to approach a little more deliberately, because the penalty, if you were to end your lock early is 30% of your principal, a 30x what just staking is. Now you got to be staked in order to lock 30% of your principal if you unlock early. Now, if you fulfill your commitment, no harm, no foul. Okay. And you can actually remain in your locks forever and ever and ever. And you're going to continue to earn your reflections, your staking, and your locking for rewards for whatever tier you locked in. Okay. It's pretty cool. But like, don't go lock up a big old bag today. If you just got your bag, just think about it. Unless you exactly know what you're doing, just take some time to sleep about it. Talk with your wife about it. Hey, baby, you want to lock this stuff up for 10 years? You want to just do the 90-day thing and try this thing out and learn a little bit about this ecosystem before we maybe do a locking ladder or go out 10 years, just approach it very deliberately. Because listen, it's 30% of your principal. Okay. It's kind of serious. Now, locking, I recommend not locking up a huge, big old bag of pTGC. Like, break it up into smaller bags because it's just safer that way. If you do decide you're like, hey man, I need access to this capital, I've got to early end lock. That's a bummer. So, but if you have to unlock one small bag versus like a 1 out of 5 bag versus just one bag, the 30% penalty is going to be a lot less, right? And then we need to talk about the locking tiers. And let me say this before I forget. If you lock one day in the next higher tier, you're going to earn from that tier. Okay, now I got to explain the tiers. The minimum lock is 90 days. So you go into, let's see if I can just show you guys. If I can where's the lock button on this thing? Unstake, claim lock. There you go. So I don't have any pTGC that's staked and not locked, but the minimum is 90 days. So I can't do 80. It's just not gonna, how come it's gonna let me do 80? That does not make sense. And you can't do 5555. You can only do 3,650. But just take my word for it. The minimum is 90 days and the maximum is 10 years or 3,650 days. And there are 9 different tiers. The 90-day, you earn 55% of all the rewards that come to your wallet. Now give me a second to grab a chair and a drink. Oh, okay. Hold on. I'll be here with your question in a second, Dickie. What was I going to say? What was I going to say? I lost my train of thought. Oh, the tiers, right? The tiers. Oh, so when you receive every wallet that locks is going to receive locking rewards. And how much of those rewards you keep depends on, I got something in my eye, depends on your locking tier and how much of how much of that rewards pool that you have. So if you're in a 90-day lock, that's the lowest tier. It's the shortest lock. It's going to get the smallest reward, but honestly, it's still 55%. So if you got 1,000 tokens waiting for you in locking rewards, if you're in tier 90-day tier, you would keep 55% of those 1,000 tokens, 550 tokens. If you're in the 10-year lock, you keep 100%, all 1,000. And so it goes 90 days. 1 year is going to keep 60%. 2 years, 65%, and so on, all the way up to 100%. Now, if you lock 1 day into the next higher tier, you're going to earn from that tier. So, like if you locked 1 year and 2 days, or 1 year and 1 day, you would earn 60. You would earn 60%. 60, yeah, 60%. But here's a hack. It's a little confusing. So obviously everybody wants to keep 100% of the locking rewards. So they want to lock 10 years, right? Not everybody. And it is a long time. It's a commitment. But you get to keep all the locking rewards. But you can lock 9 years in 1 day and earn 100% of the locking rewards when you claim them. Okay. Hope that makes sense. I think that's it, guys. Oh, you can make a lock and ladder. So you could like make a lock every year and go on out for like 9 or 10 years. You could lock every quarter. You could lock some people do a weighted locking ladder where you lock more early on, like more in 90-day, 1 year, 2 years. And then as time goes on, you're locking fewer tokens because you're expecting price appreciation. You can lock around what you think the market cycle is going to be. You know, there's all kind of stuff that you could do with locking. You can claim your lock-in rewards at any time. They go straight to your wallet and start earning reflections, and then you can stake them. And then you could lock your staking rewards too. You could lock your reflections, your staking, and your lock-in rewards. You could stake them and then lock them. Let's get to your questions, then we'll go to UFO. Is there likely to be a pTGC vault like liquid loan so we can borrow from our assets? No. Nope. And I'll tell you why. This is all my opinion, because maybe somebody could build something like that, but it's because of the fee. You know, no, I don't think we can do that because that fee, the fee gets in the way sometimes. Not really. The fee is, if you understand the fee, come onto our spaces and have a conversation with the founder about the fee, and just prepared to have your mind blown about the benefits of that fee. Okay, how to earn, reviewed the DApp, UFO shares. Yeah, we're going to UFO, then we'll have a commercial break. Okay, same D app, go ptgc.com. Keep the questions coming, guys. You guys are doing great. So this is how you do it. You click on UFO. Now UFO is going to take about 90 seconds, guys. No, it'll take a little longer than that, but pTGC gets all the love. UFO gets the booby prize. UFO, you're going to go to the farming. Okay, back up. You could do two things with UFO. You can hold it to earn reflections that are paid to you in UFO, and then you can LP it to earn PLS. These two things. And a lot of people just do one. They do both, right? Just split it up. You can do both. And if you're thinking about buying these assets, man, use ptgc-ufo.com. Let's go over there real quick. Just real quick, guys. Yeah, like some of you guys might be interested in purchasing. So since you might be interested in purchasing, I'm going to drop my referral link. Hey, this is my show. There's my referral link. Use it. and you can tell me you used it too, and I'll just be so appreciative. You can tell me. All right. So this is where you go. Go to calculators, ptgc-ufo.com. Go to calculators. And this calculator right here is going to kind of help you, like, which one should I buy? This is the new capital simulator. I have a video on this. I just got to smooth it and get it popped up on my channel. So let's say you're going to put in $5,000. You want to compare, or let's put $1 million in volume. You could do all in on pTGC or UFO. You could split. You can compare. All right. Let's do versus compare. Okay, you would receive. So if you bought $5,000 of pTGC, this is what you would get: 34 million tokens. Now, if you bought $5,000 of UFO, you'd get almost 1 billion, guys. Almost 1 billion tokens. Now, here's what you could potentially earn in rewards. Let's max out, hold and stake. And this is going to hold it. If you hold an LP, it's going to, let's see. Yeah, we're going to do a 50-50. So annually, it looks like you would earn $1.58 from the pTGC and $18.36 from the UFO. That's from reflection. That's from LP rewards, and then reflection. Sorry, guys, I'm a little bit mixed up. But let's see, $1.50 a day. Yearly it'd be 1,006, and yearly here it'd be 8,821. So yeah, the APY for UFO is unless I'm misunderstanding something in this calculator, And maybe Shaka Vibes, if you're here, dude, you can help me out with that. But it seems to me like $5,000 into UFO right now is going to pay off a little more handsomely. That's how it looks. I like what Walter says. Just hold stake, lock pTGC, hold UFO, sit tight and accumulate a lot of pTGC and UFO. Yeah, that's good advice there, man. All right, so that's that calculator to help you understand if and just come into the TG. Like if I confuse you at all, there are other guys they can confuse you too. Just jump into our Telegram and I need to have that on my. I need to have that. Why do I not have the main Telegram? Shame on me. Yeah, I don't see it. I have to have the link handy, otherwise I can't pop it into the chat here for you guys. But let's go back to go pTGC. We'll run through UFO. So again, two things you can do with it. I'm going to show you. Holding is easy. I'm going to show you how you can LP it. You come to the farming. You connect your wallet. You come to the farm. And it has another cool calculator like the pTGC page does. And that if you LP UFO and pTGC, you're going to lose 11% because of the fees. If you LP UFO and PLS, you're going to lose 6%, but only when you exit this LP. All the other ones, all the other LPs are whitelisted. Okay. And the way you add liquidity is select this button here. And then it'll detect how much is in your wallet. And then you have to have an equal portion of the other side. Okay. And then once you have that, then you select add new liquidity, sign it in your wallet, and then you'll have an LP position. You got to do your LP for UFO on this site or on the old one, which is PulseTGC.com. If you don't, you will forfeit those Pulse rewards. So always do it on our site. Now, once you make the LP, then what I want you to do is go to rewards, and you're going to scroll down and you're going to see, where is it? I got my wallet connected, right? Yeah. You're going to see, well, if you scroll up, you can see the rewards earned on this wallet for the life of it, right? And then the rewards earned from in PLS for LPing, 64,664, and then pending to claim. So I haven't claimed those yet. And then right here, I want to draw you guys' attention to this right here. Okay, you see this UFO shares right here? This 1 million UFO shares? What this is, ladies and gentlemen, is, how come it does that? I wonder why it does that. Well, that's funny. Huh. Sorry, I'm getting used to this this thing. I don't know why it does that. It's really funky. I don't like that. But anyhow, million UFO shares. Why is that? What's a UFO share? UFO share is how much UFO you put into that LP. So I put 1 million UFO into that LP, and I was assigned 1 million UFO shares. What do the shares do? They are what determine how much Pulse you get in rewards. So UFO be cheap right now. And if you pair it with an RH asset and you get, like, let's say, man, you can get almost a billion UFO for $5,000. If you had $5,000 of Hex, for example, or ProveX. Oh, ProveX ain't even on here. Oh, that's a bummer. Well, we didn't know that ProveX was going to be. I wonder if we could somehow add that. That's an interesting thought. You didn't hear me say that, guys. Oh, get myself in trouble. If you had 1 billion UFO and then you paired it with an equal amount of Hex, you would have 1 billion UFO shares. And those shares don't change. Like, the value in your LP will fluctuate. Not really the value. Yes, the value, but more so the tokens will fluctuate. Like your UFO will decrease and increase, and your Pulse will increase and decrease, but your UFO shares will remain fixed. So and it determines your amount in the pool. So see, I have like week one UFO shares that I will never unpair, because people come into the ecosystem, they come in and they LP and then they exit, and then, but I remain. pTGC UFO becomes more expensive, and those UFO shares become more expensive. But I'm just maintaining mine, and I'm earning and earning and earning. I haven't had to buy PLS since I got my UFO shares. So that's the UFO shares. It's the superpower of the UFO system. Hexy Trucker, what is your first selling point? 10 cents, 50 cents? What's your first selling point where you start taking profits? It's like 1.8 cents, dude. Yeah, I think it's 1.8 cents. I got my eyes on it, man. Yeah, but I'm going to tell you what, man. You guys just heard me say that or imply that I'm going to sell tokens. Absolutely. I'm here for financial gains, as all of us are. I've been in here in crypto for 5 stinking years, man. Since I bought the top in 2021, I have not yet once seen mad gains. So when I do, you better believe I'm going to be taking profit to change my life. It's going to change my life. And I got it. It's a number. But I'm going to listen. Don't shut down. Listen. It's a fraction of my pTGC holdings. Why? Because pTGC is the golden goose, and I do not want to touch that golden goose that's paying me APY every single day. If I were, listen, I could be completely out of the Grays ecosystem, right? And change my life, like really change my life. But then, no more passive APY. I like the idea of passive forever. And then, like, think of this, guys. I got to make a video about this. Like, if you can accumulate millions of pTGC, then give it to your heirs or friends or family, like in the future, like when it's like worth a penny and 10 cents and $1. Wouldn't that be cool if you could give away, or even hundreds of thousands, like give to your imagine one day 100,000 pTGC be something like, whoa. I think it will be. And you give it to your heirs, your children. Like, you gift them on their own wallet 100,000 or 1,000,000 or 500,000 pTGC, and say, hey girl, this is a gift from your mom and I, and it's passive income for you for the rest of your life. And you put it into a locking ladder for them or something like that. Oh yeah, I could get all fancy with it. But the cool thing is, when we get to say 100x, it will be hard to sell there because the passive income from holding will be amazing. Yes, but when you're selling a fraction of your principal, and it's really like gonna make a mega impact in your life, it might be hard. It might be hard. But I think the impact would be deadened. So, didn't I tell you UFOs real quick? Okay, it was. Okay, commercial break. Guys, join my Telegram. It's especially if you're new, it's called the Prairie Banana Telegram. It's in the, let me pop this up. Hey, I don't have any media assets. We got to have media assets, man. And then so there's that, and then let me go back here. Show the comments. You guys got to see the comments. Every time I come in here, I got to make sure I'm all set up. So jump into my Telegram, especially if you're new. This is a safe place for you to come in and ask your questions. Wannabe, Dickie, jump in there and ask any questions. You can also go into the main Telegram, and I don't have it hotkeyed. So I can't give that one to you, but it's you can find it. It should be pretty easy. Use my referral link. I already dropped that in there. Why? If you use my referral link, it doesn't cost you anything, and it tips me 2%, whatever pTGC. If you buy $1 million, then I get like 20,000 pTGC. Thank you, man. The pTGC Marketing Syndicate. Like, if you want to learn how to market pTGC, not that I'm any kind of teacher, but I can, jump into the pTGC Marketing Syndicate. And you want to learn how to make a referral link, and market pTGC, how to use Twitter effectively and YouTube and all that stuff, jump into that Telegram there. And then, oh, here's the main Telegram. I've got it right here. Hold on. There's the main Telegram. Jump in there and just beware of scammers in any of these Telegrams. And then my site, like if you guys buy $3,000 worth of pTGC, I will gift you my book, the book right here. It's a hardcover. It comes in hardcover and soft cover. It's the Gray's Currencies. It's endorsed by the founder on the back. It's all it's full color, has charts and graphs in the back, and I made all of these charts. Haven't used them in a while, but they're in the book. And then there's like a picture on every single page, and it explains the ecosystem thoroughly from cover to cover. If you buy $3,000 worth of pTGC with my referral link, I will gift you the book. And one way you can do that is go to my website, theprairiebanana.com. There's the book. Here's my link. If you click here, it'll bring you straight to go pTGC with my referral code. And then you can buy the book and just send me a message to let me know you did that. And I'll ship it to you anywhere in the world for free. There's a little bit about pTGC. There's some marketing material. Join the Gold Circle Space Force. Yeah, that's I haven't got that link built out yet. So that's that. The book. And guys, if you want, if you buy $1,000 worth of pTGC with my referral link, I'll gift you one of these. I'll send it to you in the mail. I've got more that don't have magnets, and I've got some that do have magnets. These are the ones that has the magnets. This is the Richard Hart device. It's got the device in there, and you hang it on your refrigerator, and you and your wife or your girlfriend, you write love notes to each other, or to your kids. Your girls need love notes too. Your boys, they need punched. Just kidding. Not really. So yeah, $1,000 worth of pTGC. So if you buy $4,000 of pTGC, actually, if you just buy $3,000 of pTGC with my referral link, I'll give you the book and a device. There you go. Scout's honor. Promise. Honest engine. All right. The Gray's schedule is right here. Watch this. This is the commercial break, guys. So this is the ecosystem walkthrough today at 2 p.m. And then we have spaces tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. and on Saturdays at 7 a.m. And Zen, the founder of pTGC and UFO, does a voice chat on Tuesdays at 3 p.m. Pacific and Thursdays at 8 a.m. Pacific. Got that? I don't know why that thing does that. It's so funky. Okay. And then here, you guys got to watch the stream. This stream that Zen and I did. If you haven't watched it, you need to go to Crypto 7 and watch the stream. Always give him a thumbs up and make a comment down below. It helps his algorithm. He loves the Gray's Currencies. He's trying to get the word out about them also. So do him a favor, watch the video and make a comment down below. He always replies to his comments. So do him a favor and do that. Vibra. We did a stream with Vibra this week also. And I don't have his handy. Let's see. This guy we're doing a stream with, Crypto Neptune. Zen and I will be streaming with him on Monday. And look, he made a video just a day ago about pTGC. And have a look at that thumbnail, man. That's a good looking thumbnail. So he's excited. And we're streaming with him on Wednesday. Join the Gold Circle Space Force. If you haven't yet, that's at secretobank.com/grays. You see that attractive gold circle around many of our profile pictures? We got that at secretobank.com/grays. What else? What else? Go help a wild SJ out in California. Get these mailers out. These mailers for, let me show this to you, for PulseChain. Just get a hold of her. You can message, if you follow her, message her. If you can't get a hold of her for any reason, let me know, and I will get in touch with her for you. Follow the Gray 369. the Gray 369 right here at the Gray 369. I'll put his Twitter in the Telegram here in the chat. Hold on a second. Okay. There's the Gray 369. Also follow the main Twitter, which is this one. Oops. I'm all mixed up. Never mind. Just follow the Gray 369. Oh, what else? What else? Follow Richard Hart. RichardHart.win. I'm just going to drop these in the Telegram here. Telegram in the comment box. Can I drop them in the Telegram? Yeah, here's Richard Hart. Make sure you're following Richard Hart. Vote on plsfolio.com. Make sure you vote on plsfolio.com. plsfolio.com. Every day. Vote for pTGC and UFO. It increases our visibility on that page. All right, you guys ready to talk about performance? Let me get I gotta get a drink, like a big old drink. That's the end of the commercials. All right. Oh, use Internet Money Wallet. That's the one I forgot. I'm a fan. We're just not able to connect to our own DApp with it. Not yet. We will be able to. We just got to work on it. Excuse me. Oh, thanks, Dickie. Hope you're going to keep streaming when you're rich. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Probably. I'm one of those guys that's going to be around for a bit, but I can't commit. I can't commit forever. Oh, I missed some questions. Can't commit forever, but yeah, I'm going to be here for a while. Huh. Good. You got questions. Okay. Wannabe. Oops. So if you LP 1 million UFO, we receive 1 million shares. Yes. If 1 month later, add another 1 million, now you have 2 million shares. Yes. Exactly. Yes. You ask questions, Wannabe, just like I do. It's like I understand it. I just want you to tell me. I think you're the same way. The ratio changes between Pulse and UFO on LP. Example. You have 1 million Pulse, 1 million UFO. You receive 1 million UFO shares. Mm-hmm. Then the ratio changes. Now you have 500,000 Pulse, 1.5 million UFO. If you unstake and stake, again, now you have 1.5 million UFO shares. No, you're still going to have 1 million UFO shares. But you brought up something that I forgot to bring up. See, there you go again. You guys asked a question, and it's going to jog on my mind to tell you something that I needed to tell you. You're onto something there. So you got 1.5. You still have 1 million UFO shares, but you got 1.5 million UFO in that LP. What does that mean? Well, let's see. If you unpaired that LP and then repaired it right away for the cost of gas, you could go from 1 million UFO shares to 1.5 million UFO shares. That's a hack. That's what do they call that? That's a crypto hack right there. Mm-hmm. Yep. Let me know if you have any questions about that, guy. So basically what you need to do is keep an eye on your assets that, how do you say? I keep thinking about this, dude. Are we going to, hold on a second, guys. Hold on a second. Hold on. I got to act on this question. I'm asking the founder a question. Not this Telegram. Sorry, guys. Bear with me. I got to act on stuff. If I don't, then I'll mess it up. Hey, where's this Telegram? Hold on. Oh, I'm embarrassed. Oh. Yeah. Hold on, please. Possible to you add UFO. All right, I got that question out. Now somebody's going to have to unpack it. All right, because I want to know. Hey, can we like add prove X to the UFO system? That's how I should have asked it. That's a good question. I think we'd have to deploy an entire. We'd have to deploy a whole new smart contract. Yeah, man. I think so. That'd be a trip. Let's find out. I'll find out. Hey, if you jump in my Telegram or the main Telegram, I'll probably let you guys know in there somehow. What are we doing? We're doing moon math. Okay, you guys ready for this? I'm glad I started early today. These shows always go longer than this is going to be quick, guys. Okay. Hold on to your butts. You guys ready for this? This is the moon math. They're going to blow you. They're going to blow your mind. They're going to blow your mind, guys. All right. What we're going to do is, if you guys want to follow along, just go to ptgc-ufo.com. Let me see if I can zoom in on that. Right here. Oh, there we go. ptgc-ufo.com. Got that? Hey, wanted me to answer your questions. All right, I'm going to remove this from the screen just because it kind of gets in the way. So go to calculators. We're already there. We're going to start with this one, X multiplier. And I really need to get into the locking calculator too. We'll do that next. We're actually going to do that next. X multiplier. So what this is, guys, is it's going to simulate. It's going to, we've got 17 people in here. That's great, man. Crypto's going to wake up eventually. X multiplier is, now check this out. All right. I'm going to tell you what, man. pTGC is, can I just say it? I had this thought this morning. It's an easy 100x. pTGC is an easy 100x from here. This is how it works. X multiplier. We get all the X's that PulseChain gets. So if it does a 10x, don't you think that's pretty easy for PulseChain? I do. That would only bring it to sacrifice price. Okay, guys, which is a failure. Richard wouldn't be able to stream ever if he exited this first cycle with a layer 1 that only went to sacrifice price. Come on, man. But that's the 10x from here. pTGC can outperform. It has outperformed PulseChain, and I think it could do a 10x. It's done it before. It could do a 10x against the L1. pTGC is up and to the right against, and we need to show that. I did not even show that. Look, guys, you guys need to see this. Let's put this on the weekly. This is pTGC WPLS. We'll put it on the weekly. Reset that chart. All right, here we are on the weekly. I like to be in this one here. Okay, so that's in USD. Now let's look in WPLS. In the weekly. And look at this, guys. pTGC is up and to the right against, we'll put it in log. It's up and to the right, guys. Up and to the right a lot. Okay? A lot. Like 415,000%. 415,000% up against Pulse. And Pulse the whole time has been trending down against us. We've been working up against us. What happens when PulseChain turns around and starts working with us? We've been canoeing upstream this whole time. Have you ever canoed downstream? Woo, man, it's like, yeah, man. I mean, canoeing upstream is a bummer, man. I mean, you get to see the scenery, but you don't get no cool breeze through your hair like you do when you're going downstream. Okay. I'm sorry. I was thinking about that because we were in the airport just the other week, and those airports are kind of warm, and I like those walking things, you know, the ones that are just flat, and you'd be walking across the floor, and you're kind of warm, but then when you get on those things and you walk, it's like you can feel the air. It's like, it feels good. But that's what pTGC is going to be like when Pulse reverses. You're going to be walking on those walking things with the cool breeze going through your hair, and it's going to be cool. Hey, Zen, it's good to see you in there. How about that analogy? I bet you're laughing. I hope you're laughing. At least you ain't, as long as you're not holding your head with you're hanging your head down with your head in your hands. That would be awful. But that's what we're looking at, guys. We've been working up against the chain while it's been going down. So what do you think is going to happen when the chain reverses? It could potentially probably going to be crazy. So back to the X multiplier. We get all the X's that PulseChain gets, plus we can make our own X's. And I'm calling it pTGC is easy 100X. It's easy. If we don't do 100X this cycle, I'll eat my left boot. So PulseChain does a 10X, pTGC does a 10X. That means we get 100X. It's simple math. But yeah, pTGC has to do that 10X. And so Pulse needs to do its 10X. And if it can do more and we can do more, that's just more X's. So that's the X multiplier. How come I think I'm supposed to go to the lock-in calculator. I'm going to save that for a little bit later. I really want to do this X multiplier one. You are welcome, Wannabe. You are welcome. Appreciate you. Thanks everybody for coming in today, man. Appreciate you guys being here. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to simulate what I just talked about, this X multiplier. We got 24 people on YouTube. Yay. This is exciting. So, actually, let's go to pTGC. I don't want to do it on UFO right now. pTGC is the tip of the spear. X multiplier. We're going to look at the WPLS pair, the token amount. Let's see. We're going to do a dolphin position. We're going to simulate a dolphin position, which right now is $4,000, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to say PulseChain is going to do a 10X, like we just said, to its sacrifice price of this number right here. And then pTGC is going to do a 10X above that. Guys, there's your 100X plus a fraction. There's your 100X. Where does that put us? 0.0144. 0.0144, a 102X potential with a $4 billion market cap. Read them and weep. $4 billion market cap. Guess what happens when pTGC has a $4 billion market cap and we're number 75 on CoinGecko, or where would that put us on CoinGecko? Where would that put us on CoinGecko? I don't know that I have time to go look into all that. If somebody want to look that up, let me know, because I bet that puts us in the top 50, $4 billion market cap, maybe the top 75. And then all the world is going to take notice. Oh, what's this little Gray's Currencies token over here that pays me APY passively just for holding it? And that's deflationary. Yeah. That's what the X multiplier is going to do for us. So that's the X multiplier calculator. Let's go have a look at another one. That just blows my mind, man. What if we can do more? Let's do another one. What if PulseChain goes to and does, I wonder if you can do X's. What if it does 100? Can I do X's? No, you can't do that. 0.01. What if it goes to a penny? That's 1,000x. And pTGC does a 10x. And you got your 29 million pTGC bag. That would put pTGC at $1.44. That's impossible, right? $417 billion market cap, 10,000x. Yeah, it's impossible, right? What if we don't? What if PulseChain does a 100x, and we do a 10x? That's a 14-cent pTGC, $42 billion market cap. Hey, Holland, it's good to see you, man. Let's see. All right, so that's X multiplier. Now, moon math, we're just going to do pTGC. In your bag, you got that dolphin position because you scoured your couch cushions and you decided, I'm going to change my family's life and I'm going to sell that car that's been sitting in the driveway and I'm giving up my motorcycle. And because I can get $2,500 for the motorcycle and $1,500 for the car. I got my pTGC dolphin position. 29 million tokens. And by the way, with 29 million tokens and you got a couple kids running around, that's a few million tokens you can gift to them as like a wedding gift. So PTG, this is the moon math. Let me share my screen right here. So your buy amount, let's see, that's $4,000. And the number of X's, let's say it's going to 100X. I am totally not. I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Moon math, X's, 13, 5, 10 X's. I don't know what I'm doing. I recorded a video for this thing and I don't know how to operate this. All right, forget that one. Forget that calculator. We're going to skip it. It's bad enough trying to do math on stream, but then I guess just to do calculators, it can be challenging too. Crypto Stylist, it's good to see you. She's an OG pTGC holder. Came in not very long after me. We figured out, let's buy and learn, keep it going. All right. Well, Holland, we'll give it a try. You encouraged me to slow down, big boy. Take it one step at a time. You want to see that moon math, don't you? Okay. So let's see. In dollars, you bought $5,000. It's going to 10x. So now you've got $3.3 million. See, that doesn't make sense. But here's something. This is something you can do. You can take Richard Hart's bags and you can say, because I don't know what the value of those bags is, but if you know the value, you can input them right here. And then you can estimate certain X's. And for example, if you put $5.5 million into PLS and 10x'd it, and also into PulseX, Hex, Inc., and eHex, then this is what the value of pTGC would be, 2.24. I literally made a 10x on pTGC cost $3.3 million. Okay. For that bag size is what you're saying. A 10x on pTGC would make that bag worth $3.3 million. That almost sounds like too much. Yeah. I need to revisit this and just take some time on that calculator. I've already reviewed it. I have got so much more experience with look into, which we'll get into in a minute. But here's the reflections calculator. So if you're holding your dolphin bag, 29 million tokens, and then you're staking it also, there should really just be like a button here. You could click it and it would just copy it over. And then their daily volume, let's put that at $5 million. You guys are going crazy in the chat. I can tell you're like, Perry, this is how you do it. I know, guys. I'll read your comments in the section. It's okay. I invite your comments. So if you have a dolphin bag, you're holding it, staking it, and the volume is $5 million. That's network volume daily for a year. Then your APY would be $4,300, $4,300 or 52% APY. Pretty good, huh? For one dolphin bag, but you got to have that volume. Now, I want to comment, pTGC already at the bottom of PulseChain has had one $2 million volume day. I've got it. It's on record. And volume, and UFO has had a $2 million volume day too. Nothing to do with bag size. Okay. All right. Oh, that's the direct buys if the Dow does a buyback. Just 10x to pTGC price cost $3 million. $4,300 earns you another bag. Yeah, another dolphin bag. Yeah. Yo, good point. Good point. But by the time you have that kind of volume, a dolphin bag is going to be way more than $4,000. A dolphin has already been $35,000, something like that, at the top. February before last was like $36,000 for a dolphin bag at pTGC. Yeah. And then we already looked at the new capital simulator, but you can simulate with that one. Let me show it to you. You can simulate injecting new capital to each of these tokens, either of these tokens or both of them at the same time. It's really cool. I've got videos for all of these calculators and they're just all they're uncut. So I'll be cutting them this week, get them up on my channel. And then you guys can, and I can review those videos and then understand how to use the calculators for yourself. And maybe, I wonder if you could put these on the site. That'd be cool. Then you guys wouldn't have to go to my channel. They could just be right here on ptgc-ufo.com. Now I want to show you two things on look into. And then I want to look at this real quick. Guys, make use of this chart right here. Where's the chart? UFO keeps pumping pTGC. People just don't understand the concept yet. Yeah, and UFO burns pTGC. Look at this, guys. This is the 1 month chart. pTGC, UFO in the green, PLS in the purple, and then Bitcoin and Ethereum down here. Make use of this chart. Like, you can screenshot it. Look, my computer's having a little bit of a hiccup. Let's go to, I'm going to drop my screen down and go to look into pTGC, log in. I'm going to show you guys the locking calculator, which I'm sure Shaka is going to build one into his site. I need to just mention it to him. But we talked about locking. We talked about the power of locking. I'm going to show you in a calculator actually how mathematically how it works. And it's on look into. None of you guys have access to it, but I do, and we can just show you. So let's work with the same dolphin position. 29 million tokens, and there's actually only like 135 billion locked up right now, I think. Let's see, unlock. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's the unlock amount, and this is your locked. Last year, the average was 400 million. Let's do 400 million. That was the average unlock per month. Last year was 400 million tokens. I know this because I track it in a spreadsheet. And we don't know what the average is going to be going forward, but let's assume for the sake of this illustration that as we go up, I think people will be unlocking more frequently. So let's assume that we're going to have 400 million unlocked in this one month. And this is a simulating 1 month. So 400 million unlocked. You hold it off in position, 29 million tokens. Let's assume that the price is now $1, just to keep it simple. Okay. And let's say you got so excited, you locked all your tokens up for 10 years. And now, look, your estimated tokens is 25,705 tokens because of your position in that locking pool. Your 29 million tokens is a certain amount of this 135 billion that's locked up. And it equates to 25,705 tokens paid to you in locking penalty rewards. And you know what that equates to? If each one of those tokens is worth $1, $25,705. Yeah, but you got to have that. You got to have $1 pTGC, and you got to have 400 million unlocked in that 1 month. And we have seen, I think the highest was like 600 something million unlocked in a month. I forget, but recently it has been like 6 million, literally like nothing, really not much at all. All right, I want to show you something else that's really cool. What else we got in the chat here? Holland's chatting it up. Those 225,700 are more valuable than people think. I got my ticket. Yeah. Holland got it. And Holland, drop your YouTube in the Telegram. I mean, in the comment box right there. So, and go subscribe to his channel. He does pTGC content too. We all got to work together. So go subscribe to him. All right. Hold on a second. I'm going to show you. Watch this chart, guys. I'm telling you that volume and price move almost not in a lockstep, but it's impressive how they move together. Watch this. I'm going to show you the chart. We're going to do an all-time. You can even just do like let's do the last 90 days for fun. We're going to overlay the price in pink and volume in green. It's almost weird how the volume moves and the price, but look how they move almost in lockstep. I mean, sometimes the price goes way up and the volume doesn't respond as much. But I mean, they do move together. They do move together. But I don't know. I'm impressed with that, dude, guys. Sorry, guys and gals. Because what's going to happen when volume goes up? Price going to go up. We're all expecting price to go up. Well, when price goes up, volume goes up. I wonder what is the driver? What is the driver? This is a serious question. Like, is volume responding to price, or is price responding to volume? That's a great question for Spaces. That's a good question for Spaces. Hold on. Is price responding to volume or vice versa? I think that's about it, guys. An hour and 40 minutes, and there are 19 people in here. Appreciate every one of you guys being here. Last call for questions. Last call. Okay, let me look at my last price folio, pulse past performance. We did that. Volume and price on look into, and then the chart. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's it, guys. Thanks for being here. Spaces tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. Pacific. Be there or be beamed to another chain. I'm just kidding, guys. We'll see you around the blockchain. Have a good week, guys. See ya.